Friday, January 15th, 2021. As we continue our offering of the Psalms, we began before the election. We've been offering a psalm every day except for on Shabbat. Some psalms are long and they've taken us more than a day, but we are up to Psalm 88 today.
Oh my goodness.
And 88 is quite a psalm.
Dark.
This is dark. You know, I actually love this psalm.
Uh-oh.
I do. I love this psalm.
Uh-oh.
It's truth. It really is the way a lot of people feel sometimes.
It's dark, sister.
And it's okay to feel this way as long as you don't stay there. But it's good. You know, it's good to go there sometimes if it's in there, the darkness. So, Jim.
Oops.
So, it's become our custom also to offer a Misha Berach. I want to start with a prayer for Peter, Nancy's friend, for Choco, for Sam, of course, for Corinne and her baby, for Lewis, who continues to recover from COVID, and from all the people who we know, and there's quite a few now. There are so many, we can't even name them, all the people we know that have COVID.
Time.
This is the worst time. I've never known this many people at one time to have this terrible virus. And so it is time for us to really pay attention to what we need to do to support those who are working against this. And also to offer up these prayers for healing. For people with COVID and cancer and Alzheimer's. For our friend Ramona's Abba. There's so many people who are holding you in our hearts. As we offer this Misha Berach, this healing prayer, calling upon the ancestors, calling upon the angels to bring healing.
Fuat הנפש ופורת הגוף. Fuat הנפש ופורת הגוף. For the healing of the spirit, the healing of the body, for the healing of the spirit, and the healing of the body, for those we know, for those we don't know. On my right, the angel Michael. On my left, the angel Gabriel. In front of me, the angel Uriel. Behind me, the angel Raphael. Above my head, above my head, above my head, above my head. Shechinatel. Michael, who is like God, Gabriel, God is my strength. Uriel, God is my light. Raphael, God is my healer. Above my head, above my head, above my head, above my head, above my head. Shechinatel. Baruch atah Adonai Rofei HaCholim. Blessed are you, great healer. Amen.
Amen. Amen. And for learning together to pray something new is revealed in our learning that will help carry us through dark times.
O God, make the words of your teaching pleasant on our lips, the lips of all of those that come into our screens so we can spend a time in learning.
Yeah.
for pleasure and for its implications in our lives, the works of our hands, מעשה ידינו. ונחיה אנחנו וצאצאינו וצאצאי עמך בית ישראל. כולנו יודעי שמך ולומדי תורתך. We are all learning this way. Ishma, for the purity of it, and for its implications, and for its cleansing nature. Baruch atah Adonai melamed Torah le'amu Yisrael, blessed are you, who teaches in this fashion, for its purity and its implications.
Amen. 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 In Psalm 88, the psalmist calls out from a dark place, a place of despair. Unlike all the other psalms, it's not going to give us much light for this day.
We're going to get a pivot here.
And we are going to have to find that light in ourselves by daring to go to those dark places where there's pain, where there's suffering.
Be patient for the pivot.
Okay. So, verse 1. Shir Mizmor Livnei Korach. It's a shir. It's a big picture psalm. Right? It's about all of us, this psalm. It dares to be about all of us. And again, it's Livnei, it's the children of Korach. So maybe these sons of Korach, even though they've been redeemed and they're part of the story now in a positive way, they are Bnei Korach. They're the sons of Korach.
They're excellent singers.
They're good singers, yeah. I think that's what redeems them, maybe. They
and you
found
know
their place.
For the leadership, Limanatzeach.
Maybe it's out of pain they found their place, yeah.
And then you have this Al Machalat.
Yes.
You have Smichut.
A Smichut,
without
right.
the Nismach, without the second.
Right. And so Hirsch makes a big deal about that.
Yeah. It's like it's a generalized, a universalized illness, an illness.
Yeah.
Because there's an apostrophe
this
S
is the
without
sickness of the soul.
Without the next noun. There's no next noun. The next noun is
just suffering.
missing.
Right. So it's not one suffering, one particular. It's all suffering, right?
Yeah.
It's all affliction. It is all illness. It's everything.
But
because sometimes it can be so great that it takes over. It takes over.
Still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, let's go to this dark place.
And let's give a little sechel. It's going to put
I do have to say,
okay.
Tonight's Shabbat. So as dark as this might be, we're going to have Shabbos tonight.
Okay, I'm going to sing a song then.
No. Well, yeah, it's the singers. Zaki says it's the daughters of Korach on the fiddles. Nice. Thank you, Zach. It is. And so as long as they're singing, as long as we're singing our despair, no matter how dark it gets, as long as there's music, how dark can it be? Right?
How dark does it get? How dark does it get?
It can be pretty dark.
All right.
It can be. The pain.
Let's
pain
split
of this
this
despair is
darkness
huge.
with our song.
Right?
That's what we need to do.
Okay. So we are. Yeah, that's right.
And bring a little sechel, maskil. Bring some sechel.
To the crushing pain.
There's some wisdom to be brought.
This pain is crushing.
So
and who is this Haman?
He's one of the Bnei Korach.
Haman, the Ezrahite, one of the Bnei Korach. I mean, nobody. It's not Haman. Right?
He's of uncertain identity.
It's Haman.
He's mentioned among the sons of Zerach. And someone of Korach is named in First Chronicles, it says. I'm reading the note here.
Right. So
Who?
Adonai, right? Adonai, Yud He Vav He. We're calling out in verse 2. We're calling out to the real deal here. That's how
I'm tza'akt.
stressed we are.
Tza'akti. I'm crying out.
I am crying out.
Valayla. I'm crying out in
man.
the night.
God of my
I'm
salvation.
before you. I'm out there at night before you, crying
'cause
out.
it's dark, Even when it's not night, it's dark.
Man.
It's
Tavo
dark.
lefanecha.
Right.
And let my prayer, my inner howl. Remember? SRH to tefillah to SRH signifies the inner examination. Inside, man, I'm crying out to you from my inner. It's my inner cry.
And that's the point. That's the point, right?
Yeah.
If we don't, and we know this place. If we don't let ourselves go to that really painful place that's real, you cannot expand into joy. You cannot, in other times, find a place, another place.
And let that inner cry come right before you, man. I'm going to switch it out. I get this big megaphone that comes right from my heart into the night.
Yeah, but here's the other thing about that.
And lean in to hear me. Will you lean in, please?
Incline your ear to the outpouring of my innermost spirit. So, this kind of reminds me of Elie Wiesel, who for 50 years, said, stop talking to God, but he never stopped believing, that there was something there. So, it's like, okay, I'm in that dark place. I am total despair, total darkness. But, I'm inclining my ear.
Because
I'm calling you to hear me.
My soul is full up. My soul is full up with tsuris.
Outpouring of my innermost spirit. And that's what it feels like, right? It does feel like your heart is about to explode because it is so full of sadness and pain. For though my soul is sated with troubles, right? That's what it feels like. Your soul can be so full of pain and sadness that there's no room for anything else. And it's like your heart is breaking.
I'm going to translate this verse number 4. My soul is so full of tsuris, I'm going down to the pits.
Yeah.
I'm in the pits.
I'm in the pits. I'm hitting bottom.
Let's keep going.
I'm hitting bottom. If I am counted with them that are destined to go down into the
bore, I'm going to the bar. Oh no, it's the bore.
No, the bore. Into the
into the pit.
Into the grave. Really, part of me is dying. Part of me is dead. As if I have become as a person bereft of all strength. I had nothing left.
I got nothing, man.
To fight this, right? I've got nothing left to fight this.
Which can be a very holy place to be. I'm emptied out. I got nothing.
I'm emptied out.
Okay, like the dead. Oh my God.
Then I will be free among the dead.
Yeah,
and that is a beautiful image. I think my release is among the dead, and I'm sure that there are people that feel that way.
Like I'm lying in the grave.
Yeah, that's the only way I'm going to be out of this pain. Like the slain lying in the grave. To you,
you're not remembering
to whom you no longer pay heed. They are cut off from your protective light because they don't need you anymore. They're dead. But you have put me into the deepest depths, into dark places and shadowy depths. Nevertheless, right? Verse 8. Right?
This is as close you get.
Yeah. Nevertheless, your wrath has clung fast to me, and you have taken final strength from all me. Verse 8.
Right? So it goes.
Your wrath presses upon me, and you afflict me with your breaking terrors. You've even alienated my friends from me.
You die.
You know why? Because all I talk about is my pain.
My intimates.
They don't want to be part of this anymore.
Our intimates
They're
are
like kind of tired of my suffering, right?
I don't want to lay it on them anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it gets to be enough. I know it gets to be enough. I'm like, you have alienated my friends from me. You have made me loathsome to them, and I am shut in and cannot go out.
I can't get out of it.
Verse 10.
This is my favorite verse here.
Go ahead, do it.
It's shut up. I'm like in a prison. I'm in jail. I'm in my own jail here. Velo etze, and I can't leave. I can't
Wow.
get out.
That's verse 9. Verse 9. So verse 10. My eyes
Ini rava.
grieve because of such affliction. Even my eyes, I can't see anything
Karaticha
but the
Adonai
suffering.
lechol yom.
And so I called upon you.
All
I
day.
called upon you. I spread
Shetachti.
I spread forth my hands to you.
Elecha
You know?
chapai.
Right? My eyes
I'm
were
in the
away
pits.
from affliction. I called to you, Adonai, every day. I stretched out my hands to you. Do you work marvels for the dead? Can you bring them back? Do the those who are dead of spirit, those whose souls have really kind of let go of all light, of all hope? Do the shades arise to give you praise? Do the departed arise and render you homage? No. Selah. So there is a little bargaining with
So
God
it
here.
goes.
Don't let me die, because then I can't serve you, right?
Yikum
If I'm
yiducha
gone.
zela.
So-
Yisupar b'kirev chazdecha.
So there is a little regret.
So how am I going to talk about
Is
your
your
mercies
loving kindness declared in the grave?
from the grave?
Your guiding faithfulness and
Emunatcha
destruction?
ba'avadum.
You know, I'm no good to you, dead. Right? Maybe.
I'm no good to you.
I'm no good to you if I can't
I'm
if
no
I
good to
can't find my way out of this depth, out of
I'm no
this
good to
grave.
Listen.
I have to
you. I'm no good to you.
you know, I have to be able to declare your loving kindness. So somehow help me back,
Yeah, your
God.
loving
Help bring me
kindness.
back to knowing that yes, I can live with this pain, but it's not just about pain. Take me out of this moment. Verse 13. Is your wonder known in the dark?
Vayivada
Your
b'choshech pilecha.
goodness in the land of oblivion?
V'tzidkatcha ba'eretz
No.
nishya.
If you want me to declare that there's hope, And so here's the pivot, right? Ve'ani, verse 14. Ve'ani.
Oh, we do have a pivot. That's
Yeah.
right. Va'ani.
Ve'ani. As for me, I
Pivot.
have prayerfully turned to you,
Something
God.
of consequence follows.
And on the morning that is to be, my prayer will have come to meet you. Ve'ani, here we go. Come morning, my prayer will await you. So, I think this is those of us who have been to that place, that
V'avoka
really dark
tefilati
place.
tikadmecha.
You know that it's going to be Shabbos
V'yini
tonight. Right?
elecha
There's
Adonai
going to
shuvati.
be a morning.
Lama
that dawns.
Adonai tiznach nafshi.
Verse 15.
Tastir panecha mimeni.
Why? So what's
You
the
gonna hide your
purpose?
face from me?
What's the purpose of spurning me? What's the purpose of hiding my faith from me? Your face from me.
Don't
right?
hide me.
Don't hide your face from me. Don't hide my own faith.
Oni
I
ani.
have faith. Right? It's in there somewhere. Only in youth was I
Govea.
poor and at the point of death. But I have, in youth, right? Why in youth? Because
Minoa.
sometimes the youth, they don't have the big picture.
Nasati.
They think every moment is
Emecha
everything.
afuna.
But only everything is everything. We've said that to our,
Oh, that's a good one.
right? You've said that so many times.
Only everything.
Only everything is everything. But in the moment when you're young or when you're
Alai
suffering, you think
avu
that moment is everything, but it's
chalei.
not. Only everything is everything,
Only
right?
everything
Those of you who have been there, you know that. I have borne horrors to which I have looked with so much dread, right? And when I've been in those moments,
Tzutuni.
verse 17, the fires of your wrath have
It's a
gone over me.
strange word.
Little by little, horrors have steeled me. I think, oh my God, it can't get worse than this. I think I've seen
Tzutuni.
the worst that human beings are capable
We're
of.
making compound
right?
words here that are
Yeah,
so odd. Seem too toony.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
The fires of your wrath have gone over me. Little by little, your horrors
Sabunik
steal me. So
chamayim.
finally, verse 18.
Chamayim kol
Though
hayom.
they surrounded me like water all the day,
All day. Oh my God.
Isn't that an amazing
Ikifu
image?
alai yachad.
I'm swimming in my sorrow. I am swimming in my sorrow
Chita
here.
mimeni arei
It's all there
vivadeh.
is for me right now. Though they confine me closely all together. And,
Miyudai michosha.
okay,
Oh, the last
we
word.
don't get redeemed here, but there is a little bit of hint of hope. right?
There's
Lo, you have put
darkness.
friend and companion far from me. Okay, I'm alone, swimming in my sorrow, right? I'm not alone in my suffering. My acquaintances set apart by darkness. The dark brings me those that I know best. You know, I think it's reminding us that we can go within. And whatever is the cause of that suffering, and there's certainly many reasons for it now, you know, when we go inside and we tell the truth about our feelings, how we're feeling, and go deep. Because the light of God, because whatever God is, lives within our souls, is our souls. The soul of the soul is God, and that is within each of us. When we go in to that darkness, when we swim in our sorrows, we'll find that light. We'll find it. We'll find it. So, we're not alone.
Swimming in sorrows and darkness.
Being so disappointed in human nature.
Your song.
You know, our 4-year-old grandson wants to know who are the good guys and who are the bad guys.
Who are the good guys?
But you know, right now,
Who are the bad guys?
we're all responsible. We all have to look at what our part is in all of this if we're going to find our way out of this darkness. It's an important Psalm 88. And because we've been doing this every day, we can go here together, right?
Although a tear will make me ever so near, that's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of crying? Here comes the sun shining through.
Smile. You know, the other song I think that speaks to this moment is that's how strong my love is.
How strong my love
It's in there. You go in there, you'll find it. The soul of the soul. It's love, it's forgiveness, it's loving kindness. That's God. It's that moral center that we're counting on to bring us out of these depths, put us on a better path. Give us your psalm.
Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom.
We need Shabbos.
Shabbat shalom,
But we have a few hours to go. We got some work to do.
Shabbat shalom.
Got some cleaning to do, right?
Shabbat
Isn't that what we do before Shabbat?
Shabbat
We clean up the mess.
shalom. Don't leave no mess. Don't
Set the-
leave no
we clean-
mess.
we clean up.
Don't leave no mess.
We prepare the
Don't
table.
leave no mess. No mess.
We light the candles.
Don't leave no mess. Don't leave no mess. Don't leave no mess. No mess.
So clean up the mess.
Yadi-da-di-da-da.
Set the table. Light the candles.
Yadi-da-da.
You gonna do your song?
I can't take it anymore.
I know, it's a mess. It's a mess. We got a lot of cleaning up to do. But we will. We will. We will.
The sun just came out for a second.
For a second.
We're
We're looking out. We have a window that we look out. Sometimes the hawk, this amazing hawk, flies by while we're sitting here.
From our undisclosed location, somewhere in the Omphalos, the belly button of the world.
It's the heartland. We are right. Whenever people in Israel ask me where do we live, we say Be'emsa. Right in the middle. The heartland, right where the Missouri and the Mississippi come together, the confluence.
You can say too much.
You can say too much. So watch for signs today.
Shabbat shalom,
Clean up the
Shabbat
mess.
shalom, Shabbat shalom.
Don't be afraid
Shalom.
of those very real feelings we're all
Shabbat
having.
shalom, Shabbat shalom.
And then
Shabbat
set the table
shalom, Shabbat.
and light the candles.
Shabbat
And have a
shalom,
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
We love you. Shabbat
Shabbat
shalom.
shalom, shalom.
And we are doing services tonight at 6.
We are?
Yeah,
Oh.
we are.
Shabbat
And I think Zach is too.
shalom.
So, Rabbi Zach Fredman, great Rebbe. And we will be back on Sunday morning with the next song. Shabbat shalom, everyone.